Hello and welcome to Awaken, a space where truth is not only allowed, it is honored. My name is Zainab Hamid, and I created this podcast to bring voice to the parts of us that have long been silenced, the parts that question, feel deeply, and desire something more meaningful from life. Awaken is not just about conversations, it's about transformation. It's about peeling back the layers of who we thought we had to be so that we can remember who we really are. This is a space for the seekers, the empaths, the ones who have carried pain and turned it into wisdom. This is for those who are ready to stop running from themselves and instead begin the sacred journey of coming home to who they've always been. Here, we do not shy away from the raw, the real, or the rare. We lean into it. We explore the intersections of healing, spirituality, self awareness, and the lessons that life so often whispers to us. If only we would listen. Each episode is an invitation to pause, reflect, and awaken something new within yourself. I believe that healing is not a destination, it is a process, a practice, a way of being. It's about learning to see the beauty in the breakdowns, the power in the pauses, and the wisdom in the wounds. It's about realizing that even in your darkest moments, light is present, waiting for us to notice. Through heartfelt stories, honest reflections, and conversations that reach beyond the surface, Awaken will guide you into a deeper connection with yourself and the world around you. I hope that you listen, you feel seen, you feel understood, and you feel reminded that you are never alone on this journey. This is not about perfection, it is about presence, not about answers, but about asking better questions, and not about doing more, but about finally allowing yourself to be. So take a deep breath, settle in, and let's walk this path together. This is Awaken, where the journey inward becomes the bridge to everything you've been searching for outward. Now, today's episode is just that. Is I was waiting for the okay to speak. I was waiting for everyone else to be ready for me to come forward. I was waiting for me to be ready. And I was waiting to, because I was so afraid. I was so afraid of what was on the other side because I didn't know what was on the other side. Um, and I can't have this podcast and call it Awaken when I was hiding from myself for so long and hiding from my own doubts and my own unrealized potential. I speak of freedom so many times, and every day when I pray, I make a prayer saying, whatever is blocking my freedom, please remove it. And today's realization was that I was waiting for the okay. And that was the thing that was blocking me, is me waiting for somebody else's okay. Waiting for somebody else to tell me when to speak. And I just realized that I'm the okay. I'm the reason. I should never have to have a reason to speak. I should just speak with freedom and with no judgment and no and with true realness and true rawness and true intentions and pure intentions. I'm sure you heard the story from everyone else, but did you ever hear the story from me? You heard little bits and pieces of me speaking on it. But the truth is, the truth is, and always will be, with the the truth is, I don't even know where to start. I don't know where to start, where it did start, where the journey started, where I don't know. The whole thing is, my story is one of immense pain, and all I know is I got through it day by day, reflection by reflection, awareness, with a lot of awareness, a lot of practice, a lot of intentional work on my internal self, right? To awaken. It's not that I was afraid of what might happen. What I was afraid of is what was going to, what I didn't know anything what was concrete. I didn't know anything was true. I didn't know anything, and I was trying to get confirmation from friends. I was trying to get confirmation from family. I cried a lot, trying to understand why everybody was not saying the truth and what was happening, what was the intention behind it. I was like, if it's truthful, why isn't it like in here? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's happening? And that's when I started getting in my head. I was like, okay, but why? Why is this all happening? Like, why am I? And that's the why me part. I'm sorry about that. I caught that really fast. It's not that the why me part. It's like I'm so, I don't even till even right now I'm saying it like everybody's gonna think I'm crazy, you know. And I wrote something down yesterday while I was taking my test. I was like, "You're crazy until you're a genius," and you know what? I'm okay being called crazy, and I'm okay being called anything really, because I know myself, and I know myself enough to know that what I'm seeing is the truth. And I'm very excited about it. And I think I wanted to work really, really hard to earn it, because I didn't think I was worth it for a very long time. I was like, I have to work on myself. I have to be ready. I have to be, I just have to be 100% ready. And that's the whole thing, is like, you'll never be ready until you're actually in it and understand what it's all about. I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? All I know is that there's something more bigger than just me. And I could feel it in my spirit. I could feel it in everywhere I go, and I could feel it everywhere. And it's just like, I don't want to feel it anymore. I want it to be present. And it takes a lot of courage to come on here and talk about what I've been feeling, talk about my story. And my story is one of, um, I didn't even want to bring up that person, that thing, that rat, because he doesn't even deserve me speaking on it. He doesn't deserve my kindness enough for words to come out and speak on anything. I was such a good friend. And this is my side of the story. You can hear anybody else's side of the story. You can hear recordings. You can hear whatever you want to hear. But my side of the story is the truth. Because I'm going to say, even the parts where I was wrong. Because I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not afraid of what they think they can do. Because I know that there's good people on here. And I know there's women on here. And I know that if I was on the other side, watching a woman struggle, I would be present. Okay? I'm so grateful for everything. I'm so appreciative of everything. And I don't even know where to start, like I said. I love everyone who has supported me and lifted me up in times of need because I needed it. I needed it. And I still need it. Everybody needs it. Every human being needs love and care. And even though I was alone this whole time, I was like, I didn't feel alone. Because I felt I had God and I had my guardian angels. Maybe that's what we'll call it. Um, so my story. When I first created this podcast, I wanted it to be a journey of how I got to the other side, how I healed from betrayal, grief, pain, suffering, consequences of my own actions, and how I got through it all. And I'm one, like, I don't like to be a problem for anybody, and I don't like to be a disappointment for anybody. So I kept it to myself for a very long time. And so in that time of me keeping it to myself, I was destroying myself. Even this whole thing, just keeping it to myself. I'm like, should I say something? Should I speak? Should I tell someone? Everyone's making me look crazy because of that person, of me saying that person was on my phone. But in actuality, imagine me saying what I'm actually feeling and what I'm actually seeing. And so after some time, well, today I was like, why am I waiting for the okay? Why can't I just say what I want to say? And what I really want to say is like, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And this is taking might not be ready, and I might not be enough right now. Actually, I am enough. I am enough. I'm enough. I deserve. I work so hard. I deserve. I deserve it. And I believe that I deserve it. I do. It's even very uncomfortable for me to say that I deserve it and for some reason, which is something, I have to try to understand. I just wanted to earn it. So I kept working. I kept trying to understand, like, what else do I need to do to feel enough and to build that bridge. And so, without confirmation, I am here to say that I am ready, and I don't even know where to start. You heard conversations probably, and I think I was so embarrassed to come out and say anything because it was really not something ideal that the world or people or I don't know. It's not really something, I would want people to see me falling apart and being mocked on the floor over and over and over again. And not having the confidence to stop it. And not having the confidence to move on. That I was literally dealing with a narcissistic psychopath. And still to this day, a freaking psycho. That I want nothing to do with whatsoever. The thing about me is I don't lie. If I don't want anything to do with you, I will say I don't want anything to do with you. And I will mean it. Like, I personally, there's certain people in life that will never see your face again unless they come knocking on your door. And what do we do when a rat comes knocking on our door and trespassing? I got a few surprises for that rat. Coward, to say the least. Now, my podcast is not about him. My podcast is about me. And I don't need the okay to speak. I'm just going to speak. There's no action in this world that is not replied with a reaction. Now, given the action that I was gifted or, let's say, presented with, I had a certain reaction to it. And that reaction was disrespectful, to say the least. I was disrespectful, and I was very mean and venomous. Venom came out of my mouth. There was no excuse for it. There was just a reply to certain actions and certain disrespect and certain insights and certain reputation, destroying somebody's reputation and lying and all those things. And just, I'm not a liar. So I'm just like, I was a free book. I told my entire family the truth. And he and his minions, his rat minions, sat around conspiring, making up stories. His family would watch me and laugh at my pain, at the pain that thing put me through. They laughed. And they kept telling him to do more and to do more and to keep lying and to keep betraying and to keep doing all of these things. Now, I took him out of my head months ago. Months. I've been healing from him for months. Like, I'm not gonna give him that much time. I've been healing from myself, from my actions, from what I put myself through, because I accepted that for myself. Like I said before, I always say, in any kind of circumstance, if you allow something into your life, you are allowing that into your life. So I put myself through that. So me coming out of it, me removing myself from the situation, me removing who I was and what I was from the situation was a way. I had no idea how to do it. I was going crazy. I was literally going insane. I had no idea why he was still there after I said no. I had no idea why he was still on my phone. I had no idea why he was still doing these crazy things. Like, I don't want you. And I said that months ago, like months ago. And I meant it. And I kept saying, I mean it. Like, I don't want you. Like, you'll never have me ever in life. And so after some time, I just started ignoring it. And I still ignore it because I can care less. There's no potential anything. There's no reconciliation. There's no, I want to have closure. I don't even want closure. I don't want nothing. I don't want anything. I don't want no time of mine being wasted with that thing. And I say it like that because, I mean, you guys know, I make names for everybody that I like Dora the Explorer, the Minions. I make names for everyone that doesn't deserve a name. And then like the Teletubby. What other name did I make? And for him, he's just that thing. And I'm not being mean. It's just certain people just don't deserve even the name of they don't deserve they don't deserve they don't deserve the they don't even deserve this conversation. But to start the story, I have to say my story, I have to bring up certain things. And to bring up certain things, I don't want to say, I don't want to give them any kind of light into my podcast in my life. And so this story is my story, and it's time that you all hear it from me. I lived with the back and forth of this situation for a few months, right? Because, like I said, he hasn't been in my mind, in my vicinity for months. Months. In my mind, he's gone. There's no there was no even a memory of him there. There's the memory of what happened, and that's it. That memory is gonna be in my mind, so it could never happen again. Like I said before, when you heal from something, you're healing, but you're also going to remember that thing, so you could never go through it again. And I will never go through that again because of that. And like I said, pain is your experience is if it's painful for a reason. It's painful so you never have to go through that kind of pain again. You're going to go through different kinds of pain, but that pain will never ever suffice into my life ever again. There's no coming back from anything. There's no coming back in that situation whatsoever. I'm dead to him. Literally dead. He has to go away. And I say that with all confidence because I will tell you this right now. I made his life better. I healed him when he destroyed me. And I say that with a smile on my face because I'm proud of that. I'm proud that I healed him. I'm proud that I was able to be a light in his life because I know I was. Because that's the woman that I am. There was nobody in his life that cared like I did. I did. I didn't. I don't anymore. And I cared only as a friend for a very long time. I was a good friend. I was a good person because that's the way that I was raised. And he betrayed me even in friendship. Even in friendship. So many times. And this is why it's so important for a woman to love herself. So when you do go through something like that, you leave. You go. Fucking go. Fucking go. Because you love yourself enough not to put yourself through that situation. Through that embarrassment, the shame that came with it. He embarrassed me so much. And I healed him. So, did he hurt me? Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But not as much as I hurt myself. I hurt myself more, and I'm only crying not because of me, because of my journey in that emotion comes out because it was a very painful time in my life. And I feel so much better just being able to release it in some kind of way. So if you think my emotions or me crying is me caring about him or anything like that, you're very, 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 very wrong. My tears were never for him. And I'm not saying that out of ego. I'm saying that because it's the truth. My tears were because I was grieving the person I thought he was. He was never the person in my mind. He was something completely devilish and demonic. Disgusting human being. And so, as I wipe my tears, I can say this one thing though. With all certainty and no ego. Just certainty, because I know me. And I know my intentions, and I know my when I care about somebody, oof, they'll feel it in their bones. And I know I healed him in some kind of way. And I was able to teach him some stuff too. So I didn't leave him in pain. I left him better. And that's my reward. My reward is that I left him better than I found him. And that's what a good woman does. That's what a loving woman does. My son's phone was so loud, I had to tell him to turn it down. So, my future is going to be bright because I'm different now. I'm a different person. I'm a different human being. And I honestly want to thank him more than anyone else. Thank you so much. You pushed out a side of me I never even dreamed I would ever become. Your pain turned me into something more gentle, more pious. My connection to God has been greater. I learned how to love better. I learned how to love myself better. And I learned how to never, ever, ever ignore the red flags ever again. So, you didn't break me. You made me stronger in every single way. And that's when you catapult out of your back against the wall. Is when you turn your pain to power. You turn the setbacks into wins. And my win was being able to be myself again and be me and keep becoming and keep and the wisdom that I learned from everything and now I know what exactly I want and my king will never be someone like you. My king has to be fit for a real queen, and you can't handle a real queen. You need the fake one. And so go ahead and get that because there ain't no fakeness over here. Just saying. That's not out of ego too. I'm not calling myself a queen because it's not. It's the truth. I'm gonna save my love for my king, and that's it. So there's no story here. There's no, oh, I feel bad for him. No, there's no more of that. And that's not out of bitterness. That's out of, I want nothing to do with you. I don't want to hear about you. I don't want to hear your name. I don't want to know any story about you. I haven't talked about you in a long time. Like you're irrelevant to my life because you have your own life. And I know whoever's life that I'm in or I was in, right? Because I will never be a part of your life ever again. Never again. Hashtag never again. Ever. Period. I will never be a part of your life again. Get it through your head. You are erased from my life and everything that has to do with it. You have no place here. You have no thought here whatsoever. None. So if I listen to something, a song, or I do something, it has nothing to do with you. You have been out of my mind for months. Months. You haven't even been a thought. I am still single because I want to be single. I want to. I don't want to waste my time. I want to be single because I want to. Not because I care about you still. That is your ego talking. I don't. I want to be single because I am saving my love for the right person. Now you most people will be like, what the hell does that mean? That means a lot to me. It means a lot to me to save myself for the right person because that's who I am. That's who God wants me to be. That's what God tells me to be. I'm that kind of woman. I'm not somebody that just passes out my time for free. No. You don't get to have access to me in any kind of way because I am not yours. I'm just saying. Excuse my frustration, but that's really it's too much. Way too much. The fact that an attractive woman can't be single and oh she has to be in love with somebody or she has to have this person or she has to be talking to a million guys or she has to be going on dates and XYZ. No, I love spending time with me. I love me. I love sitting and spending time with myself. I'm not going to waste my time with somebody who's not mine. So I'd rather be by myself until I find that person. When he finds me in my house on Friday night, because I don't go anywhere. But I'm just saying. But I'm just saying, when I'm ready to do that, I will. I have a lot of things I'm working on right now. I just, I just don't understand where the thought that a woman can't just be by herself is just out of reach. Like, a attractive woman can't be by herself. Not that I'm calling myself attractive, I'm really not. But I'm just saying, like, I know I look nice, you know. But I'm just saying, like, it's a personal choice. It's intended for me to be single. I want to be single. I want to, because I'm saving everything that has to do with me for my king, my person. That's it, and nobody else. And I'm only saying that, and that's very uncomfortable for me to say because, it is uncomfortable. I'm only saying that so you can get it through your damn head. Okay? Like, it's shocking to me. It's really shocking that you think that you can even, that you're so entitled that you think that you even have any kind of thought. You are even thought of. I just don't understand. And I'm saying that with real compassion, like, move on with your life. You have nothing here. Absolutely nothing. You will not accomplish anything here, because you are the never again. You're the never ever 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 in a million years, in another life, in another destiny, in another galaxy, in another world again. And I'm only saying that out of frustration because you're not leaving me alone. And then I'm crazy, and everybody's telling me I'm crazy. Well, you know what? Fuck it. I'm crazy. Just go away. Just go away. That's it. I don't care. I don't give a shit anymore. I don't care. I've been in so much control because I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't know. I just don't. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if I should shut up. I didn't know if I should stay silent. I didn't know if I should. I didn't know what to do. I had no idea. You can't even imagine the thoughts that were going through my. It was It was exhausting within itself. Like, what else do I have to say to get him away from me? What else do I have to do to get him away from me? What else? What else? You have nothing here. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Not even a thought. Nothing. And I think the frustration is really coming from is like, it's not, this is my real life. It's not a show. It's real pain. It's real realness. Everything is real. There's nothing fake on this side. Over there's many things fake. And I stayed silent for so long. I'm like, it's just gonna go away. The story's gonna go away. Everything is just gonna be lighter. I started coaching. I started this. I have such a bright future. I'm working on such amazing things. I'm talented. I'm good at what I do. I'm good at what I speak. I'm good at what I write. And I learned it all by myself, and not by myself. I have a lot of mentors and stuff. I have a lot of people I admire through this process, through getting to this side, to getting to this point of my life, in my life, where my life is beautiful. I love my life. I really, really do. Like, I love spending time with myself. I love being bored by myself. I love listening to music and dancing and enjoying my life, enjoying my children. And then you have people who are a freaking nuisance to society thinking they can come and disturb your peace. Like, get the fuck out of here. Go away. You wouldn't dare come to my front door. You know exactly what happens to a rat that comes to my front door. That was a little intense. But I just had to add that in there. Because you don't have the balls to do it. You're a freaking coward. Do that. Talking about women when you have two daughters. Two daughters. And the only reason, oh, Allah shahid, Ya Allah. Allah shahid. The only reason that I forgive you is not for you, is for those two little girls. Because I don't want them to grow up and go through not even 1% of what you put me through. For no reason. You had no reason. You're just a coward that couldn't handle a real woman who didn't need you. And you wanted to force me to need you. And over my dead body, I will ever need anybody. I don't need nobody. Do I want people? Yes, absolutely. Everybody wants love and care and enjoyment in their life. But do I need them? No. That was your own ego and your own entitlement. Because that's what you were raised by. Just saying. I leave every person better than I left than they were when I first found them. Every single person. And I'm not saying that out of ego. I'm saying that out of experience. Experience. I haven't had a friend in my life that has ever said that I left them worse than they were found. I leave every single person I have entered their life, I leave them 10 times better. And I know I left you better. The point to this conversation is I don't need proof of what is happening. I might sound crazy in this moment of like, what the fuck is she talking about? What is she talking about? And excuse my profanity, guys. I really have been working on it. I even tried to skip parts in songs and stuff like that and script and so I can train myself not to do it anymore. And it just happens sometimes, here and there. I lose a little grip. This episode's not, it doesn't have a lot of control in it. But I don't need, I don't, I broke my silence today. Because I don't want anyone to tell my story. I want to say it myself. And I don't need anybody's okay to do that. I would really appreciate your protection, whoever's listening, your protection. Because I'm really just a woman who's trying to make it in the world, who's trying to perfect her passion and raise 3 beautiful, happy children in this society. And live a beautiful life, a life I deserve. I deserve it. And I'm worth it. I'm worth it. I feel so much better. Sometimes saying bad words is fun, okay? And it does release something in you, you know? So please don't judge me on that. You know, we got the haram police all around. But um I'm excited for the future. I'm excited for what comes next. And I know I earned it now. I earned it. Like I don't feel like I worked really, 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 really hard to gain the wisdom that I gained through my pain and through my experiences in life. And I don't have any expectations of this, you know, episode or whatever. My only expectation was of myself to release and to break and to stop waiting for the okay to speak and to just speak and be real and be honest and be awakened. To be awakened is to be free internally and to work towards being the best version of you and for your loved ones too, like your children. Like my children deserve a mom who's happy. My children deserve a mom who's being loved the right way. My children deserve to see their mom being loved the right way. And that's the reason why I removed myself from certain people, is because my kids deserve to see their mom being loved the right way and their mom loving the right way too. They deserve it, just like I deserve it. Every child deserves to see a loving parent, loving parents, loving family. They need to see it. They need to see love. It's essential for them to grow and know what love really means and know what it really means to love somebody and to live your life with them and to have respect and to all of that, lead by example and that kind of light. So the decisions that I make to save my love for the right person, save my time for the right person, all of that is because not just for me, it's for my children too, because I'm not just going to bring anybody into their life. Thank God I didn't bring him into my life like that. They don't even know who he is. Thank God. And God, that's why I always say God's rejection is God's redirection. And my king would never be a coward. My king would be fit for a queen. With that being said, this story is over. Done. Finito. Kapuf. There is no me in your life. And that decision was made 6 months ago, by the way. 6 months ago. I am single because I want to be single. Not because I want you. Mama? So, some people might think I'm crazy after this one. Some people might think I'm crazy after this one, but I don't give a shit anymore. I'm fucking crazy. Astaghfirullah ya Rabbi. Please forgive me. It feels so good. Oh my God. It feels so good to finally be free. And I have a huge test tomorrow, guys. Like, huge. And I should be studying. And that's what I was really focused on. I'm like, I don't even want to waste my time talking about this guy again. He already knows my answer. Like, it's just shocking. You guys, like, you can't even see my face right now, but my face is just like shock. Like, what the fuck? What? Astaghfirullah ya Rabbi, sorry. What else do you want? Like, what do you want from me? I could be dramatic sometimes, but I'm just saying, like, go away. That's it. Okay, it's done. It's over. I could do whatever I want to do, whenever I want to do it, with whoever I want to do it. Okay? You know, freedom is real. Freedom is our birthright. We shouldn't have to fight for it. We shouldn't have to fight to be seen. We shouldn't have to fight to be heard. We shouldn't have to fight for the basic rights of human beings. I shouldn't have to fight for my freedom from an abuser. That's what he is. I have so many. I think this was like my last resort. You know, and my biggest gift was that I left him so much better than I found him. And that's my conscience being clear. Like, my conscience is clear. I don't have to dwell on anything. I don't have resentment towards it. I don't have what ifs towards it. I don't have anything towards it. Absolutely nothing. I feel 100% content, and my conscience is beautifully clear. Because I will never be the pain that I went through. And that's a conscious decision. Conscious decision. I will never be the pain that I went through. I will always be the light for someone else. I will always be the light with a little spice, you know, a little Lebanese spice, you know what I mean? We gotta have the Lebanese spice, seriously. Like, it's, it's, you know, I mean, every culture has a spice, but you know, Lebanese spice is a little spicy. We have a temperament, by the way. Our temperament is like a little spicy. Oh my god. Okay. But it comes from it comes from it's in our blood. We can't handle it. Leave us alone. Anyways, so I just want to say to all the beautiful souls, I and all of the amazing mentors and all of the future people that are going to be in my life, going to be friends, and my future friends, my future king, my future everything. I just want to say, if you're listening to this, I'm not crazy. I am becoming into, I'm becoming, and I'm releasing, and I'm reflecting, and I'm growing, and I'm joyful, and I'm excited, and I'm happy. I'm so happy with my life and what came out of probably the worst year of my entire life. The worst year. But also the biggest year of growth that I saw in myself. So is it really the worst year when you grow into the best version of you? So it's a year of lessons, a year of and a year of growth, and a year of molding into the best version of me. I am ready for the future, ready for whatever is meant for me. And whatever is meant for me will find me. And I believe in that. I know that God is fair, is very fair. Very fair. And I know that He loves me. Because if He didn't, I don't think He would allow me to be a light for other people. I don't think He would allow me to be who I am today if He didn't love me. So I will leave you with, have a balanced day, have a balanced life, and I wish you nothing but the best, the greatest. Have a good night, everyone.